On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Murphy. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw it. Fires left. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Now the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He'll toss it. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Slithers into space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a space. On the move, he fires. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on.
He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a great throw in football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? You know, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It's hard to run with a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in
A
it.
3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
And the returner goes down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quarterback will keep it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Smashes through. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Wisconsin.
Memphis will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Murphy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? This will likely be the last play of the half. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the 2nd half going. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pulls and fires complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. On the option. He'll toss it. Turns it on in midfield. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Offense in an empty set. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put...
And it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On third down, going up top. Looking left. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in this. Football game. Interception number 3. That is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing, ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 11 over North Carolina. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Badgers are on the move. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line as they get set to snap and just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Badgers get enough to move the chains. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Memphis 14, Wisconsin 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry up. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
Make the play here. Just face it. Just take it to him.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
These corners going to give them some space. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing in the 2nd level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
He's looking to throw it. Going deep. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Memphis will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. On the return, it's Murphy. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. Crosses the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Trying to get everybody lined up and get this play off and get a little closer to the end zone. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. From the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that's a situation here, tie game, fourth quarter, ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall and try to save this game for you.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
Get your eyes checked.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the fourth quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming.
At the end of regulation, with the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll give it to him again. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they're on top here in overtime.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Wisconsin, 21. Memphis, 14.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The give to the back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. And what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Memphis now operating in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off play action on first down. Coming after him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Connors. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Oh.
The give. Touchdown, Memphis. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball schools just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.